It's the Black Canvas.
But, you know, like we tell you all the time, you don't have to wait till a new year to start a new beginning. You go ahead and actually start it today or last week.
I got a lot of people on TV talk about, man, it's a new year, you know, it's a new me. It's like, nigga, it's the same old you.
With EC&ST.
The whole 10 minutes, the manager kept on asking me, like, man, you want me to call an ambulance? Like, you want me to call an ambulance? And I was like, no, yes. That's why they gotta get rid of all of our leaders, man, and then like throw more dumb shit in our face to distract us, man.
Like Chanel purses. Presented by For Real.
For real, yeah. Jordans. Where the ceiling is the roof.
And now, EC&ST.
Yeah, niggas.
Yeah. What up, ST, man? How you been?
Man, I'm chilling, man. How about you, EC?
Man, dog. Charlottesville. Kapernick.
Yeah.
Cooning. You know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like so much has been happening, man, since we've been gone, man. I can't wait to get all of it to it, man. But
45.
No, 45. Dude. Like, man, it's like, man, North Korea launching missiles. Like, man, what's not going on, man?
Yeah.
But, man, are you ready for this? You pretty much ready for this Labor Day weekend that's coming up soon?
Man, you know what? I'm so excited. You know, just another 3-day weekend that's coming up. You know, everybody gets to rest and, you know, all of that. And you'll get a break, much needed break. I'm sure everybody needed that. You know, speaking of breaks, you know, we back from our break, our little, you know, sabbatical.
Man, it's crazy, man, because I was sitting up like, I said like 2 months ago, man, and I was like just looking on, I just opened up like the podcast app on my phone, and I was like looked at our podcast, and I like looked at the homepage, and I like hit refresh, and I said, it said June 7th, and I was like, God damn, like, man, it's been a minute, man. It's been a grip, man. So, you know, we've been down, man. The social media's been down, man. Just been going through some things, man. But, you know, we back.
Yeah, back at the Sabbath.
Yep. We ain't gonna miss another Wednesday. Rain, shine. Fuck this shit. We back, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers, if y'all happy about us being gone, well, tough titty, motherfuckers. Like that nigga Kid Cudi say, you know what I'm saying? I ride my own ways, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, dog, man, it's been like so much going on, man. Like, where do you want to start, dude? Man, you know, I'm gonna start with the elephant in the room, man. Real quick, prayers go out to everybody that's in Houston, man.
Yes.
We're praying for y'all. There's many ways y'all can donate, man. Just hit up Red Cross. Yeah. You know, Red Cross always doing a fundraiser. I remember when the hurricane hit, when Hurricane Katrina hit, I donated some money. I donated some money for them through Red Cross. I'm gonna do it again through Red Cross, man. But the thing is, go through. I hate to say it in these kind of times. Go through well-known organizations so that make sure the money is going to people that need it.
Yeah, don't just give your money to anybody. Yeah,
man, don't just go on those YouFundMe pages or GoFundMe pages. Those could be people just scamming you for money. You really trying to help.
Yeah.
Cause that's what happened, man.
Yeah, but you know, by the time everybody hears this, you know, Harvey probably is hit for a second time. So I know everybody's probably preparing for the second hit right now. So by the time y'all hear this, hopefully the second attack won't be too devastating. But you know, we definitely want to send our prayers out to, you know, everybody in Houston. I got family in Houston. I've been calling them all weekend. You know, fortunately everybody, you know, is pretty good. You know, no tragedies so far. So, but yeah, just keep your prayers, keep your thoughts with everybody in Houston. If you got people down there, you know, hit them up, you know, let them know that you're thinking about them, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, we definitely want to get that out the way.
You would definitely get that way, man, because that's more important than anything, man. Like, man,
Yeah.
fuck, like, what new Jordans coming out, what new shoes coming out, what,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you're a female, what do you about to, get that good loving too? You know what I'm saying? Ain't got time for all that right now, unless you do it, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? There's another story. But, yeah, man, it's tough times, man, in the country, period. And the thing I was kind of happy, I'm going to say that the one thing I'm kind of happy about, and you're going to be like, what are you talking about? I'm kind of happy that Trump got in the office, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah. I'm happy Trump is in office because, man, it's pretty much exposing all the white supremacists that's just been hiding for so many years. They're just coming out. They're just like, no, they're just out there blaring out in the street, dude. They're not even wearing hoods anymore, man. This is awesome because now we can identify these fuckers and we can try to find a way. We can try to see how they think.
Yeah.
Even more, and then just try to figure out how they move around and how they equip themselves. Like, these motherfuckers are equipped. Just like in Charlottesville, man. I know you got a chance. I think did you watch that Vice documentary on Charlottesville?
No. I watched a little bit of it, but I might as well say no because I didn't watch the whole thing.
Dude, like that. Like if y'all have, it was only like 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes of your time, and you want to know the psyche of a white supremacist neo-Nazi, please watch it, man, because it is scary. These motherfuckers are well organized.
Yeah.
They have all the tactical equipment they need. Like I said again, they're organized. They have a plan on what they want to do, man. I'm just talking about they had everything set, man, and then all of them had
we just sitting ducks.
Yeah, everybody just sitting ducks. Now they have good paying jobs. They infiltrated pretty much every level of like law enforcement and like social, like pretty much like social justice, like employees as well, man. Like they're everywhere, man. They could be like they could be a juror deciding your fate. They could be a loan officer, judge. They could be a loan officer. You trying to get a loan? They be like, oh yeah, how you doing, Jerome?
Yeah. Well, let's keep it funky. Yeah. Like members of the KKK have been judges for centuries.
Oh, so. Man. The FBI did a report back in the 90s how they were talking about how the KKK has infiltrated all of law enforcement.
Yeah.
Y'all can Google that.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Yeah, man.
It's nuts. It's just getting more. It's more ramped up now.
Yes, man. It is ridiculous. So the thing about that I study white supremacists anyway, because even when I was a kid, even when I was like I think it was like the 4th grade. I could call out racism when I saw it. That was never like taught. Yeah. Cause my family always taught me how to love, but like I always like look out for myself. Yeah. But man, I call my principal a racist, man. Cause I could just tell. Even when I was a kid, man, how people would act or how he would treat certain people. I just knew. But it's just crazy the thought process of like the leader. Like the leader the guy that's crying, that was like crying on the internet talking about, I don't know what's going on, yada yada yada. But on the documentary, the dude was like blaring, talking about, man, we're here to get our shit. Jews will not replace us. We're not gonna let these niggers take everything. Niggers are lazy, yada yada yada. And then the thing that the two things that were shocking to me, what I really should have been shocked about, was at the end of the documentary, the girl went to talk to him. That was like the girl that was that pretty much the reporter on the documentary. She was like, so what do you think about the person that died today? He's like, man, it's a win-win for us. It wasn't one of our people. They're talking about the Heather, the young lady Heather, that died. Man. Rest in peace, man. And it's just a shame that that she lost her life fighting for something that was right, man, which is equality among all people. Yeah. But it's like, man, it's a win-win for us, man, because, it wasn't one of our own that did, that died. And and then his rationale was, he said, if you see a car coming, get out the way. And if anybody saw the footage, the motherfucker just span into a crowd of people.
Yeah. So how can you just get out of the way of a speeding car?
Yeah, man. And, it's kind of crazy. They don't even highlight the police officer that died in the helicopter crash. They just focus on the girl. Yeah. Well, those dudes lost their lives as well, man. That's fucked up. But the other thing that shocked me was like right when he got in the room, like he had a gun. He was like AR-47. Like this motherfucker had 5 weapons on him. He just threw them all on the bed. He had an assault rifle, 4 pistols, and a knife all on him. He was carrying. And he like threw them all on the bed. He's talking about, oh, this is just this is not even all I have. Like the motherfuckers are equipped, dude. They know how to use it. They're always at the gun range shooting. They getting ready for war, dude.
Yeah, they are. And, you know, when we say this, you know, people, of course, will, you know, not believe it. You know, the people that are still kind of on the fence, I guess, the people that won't speak out against it, that, you know, they'll hear stuff like this and, you know, of course they'll shrug it off because they don't believe it.
Yeah.
But then, you know, when things like Charlottesville, I mean, even 45 himself, man, like this, you know, I just learned on Monday that, well, of course everybody did, but you know, it was on, you know, national news, CNN and everything. But, you know, 45 had plans of building Trump Tower in Moscow.
Man, like, dude, his ties with Russia it's just so glaring,
it's so
man.
Deep.
It's so deep, dog. They pulled up old interviews where Trump was talking about, you know, like, I'm all about a person that lives a life of just like having an unfair, like some people just have fair advantages, some people have unfair advantages at birth. It's just some people have better genetics. He's like those German genetics. And these are like old like NBC interviews. They just like compile them into like a little like clip. A combination of clips that just make him just look really, really bad, man. He has ties to Russia, man. And
he does.
Anybody else would have been impeached by now, dude, but I just don't know what's the hold up.
Well,
what this shit happening.
Well, to be honest, man, I think they're trying to get all they can get first.
Yeah.
And it's just, he's got so many people on his side that, you know, it's just, you know, it's so unfair. Like him pardoning that judge that was found guilty for contempt of court for racially profiling Hispanics. Like you pardon a guy who's found guilty of a crime.
Yeah.
So, you know, man, like I wouldn't be surprised if you know, by the end of Trump's term that we won't be so indebted to Russia. I don't doubt that he has like sold the country, you know, pretty much on the black market or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, man. It don't tell how far under his thumb like Russia has Trump, dude, at this moment, dude. No, it's no telling, man. It's definitely pretty bad, man. But other thing that's been going on, man, it's just been heavy on my mind is this Kapernick situation, man, has got to the point where everybody saw it coming. I knew he wouldn't get signed.
Yeah.
When he didn't get signed before training camp started, I was like, he's not gonna get signed. Period.
Yeah.
Especially teams that really need a quarterback, like the Broncos needed, because they looked at him. The Broncos looked at him. I know the Ravens looked at him. The Jets need a quarterback. They didn't look at him, but the Jets need a quarterback bad. But the Jets are tanking.
The Jets are obviously tanking. They are not trying to win. They who is their starting quarterback? I forgot.
Josh McCown.
Yeah, there you go.
Josh McCown, dude. They taking, man. They're gonna try to see if they can commit Sam Darnold to come out of the draft early. And he talking about, I wouldn't. Hell no. I wouldn't. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay another year. I'm like, God damn, you gotta do this shit again.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't if I were him.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, the thing about Kaepernick though, like the same. I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying since this whole thing started.
Yeah.
I really don't believe that Kaepernick wants to play, and I really think that this whole thing is bigger than football. Like, I think it's bigger than football now.
Oh yeah, way bigger than football.
Because I feel like if he really wanted to play, number one, he never would have opted out of a $12 million contract. That's number one. And number two, like, that nigga would, like, talk about football. He don't talk about football. Like, everything he posts, everything he says is political. It's never a workout that he's posting. It's never, hey, I'm in here looking at some film, like trying to get mentally ready, trying to read a coverage. Like it's never nothing like that. It's always some underlying political, let's make this, world better. And I get that. Believe me, when he did what he did, when he protested the anthem, I applauded, like, wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But it comes to a point where it's like, dude, okay, if you're really trying to get a job, there are certain things that you're gonna have to do in order to get that job. Like, GMs are looking for something specific from you, and you're not giving it to them. So that's the reason why he remains unsigned right now.
I think the reason he remains unsigned was because of one of the protests. Two, advertising dollars. They don't want to lose advertising. They don't want to use advertising dollars. Like whoever signs them, like let's say like let me see, like Atlanta.
But that's the thing. If you're that much of a huge league, like you don't need them.
Like they're thinking about it as business, man. You just
yeah, I understand, and that's what I'm saying. That's where greed plays in the part.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
that's all it is.
It's nothing but greed. Like if they really were such, if the Shield was all big and bad, they would say, okay, well we ain't worried about your endorsement dollars. We'll be all right. But it's not like we talking about Roger Goodell and the other blue bloods.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. It's kind of sad. You gotta think about it. It's a bottom line business. That's all they care about is their money. And then you gotta think about it. Like all the owners are white. They're like, it's not their fight. It's not their fight. So they're like, I ain't gonna worry about this. So if I walk out the street, I'm not gonna get killed by a cop or racially profiled by a cop. I'm gonna be protected by the cops.
Yeah.
I can lie and say this black person robbed me, and they'll probably get shot on sight.
Yeah.
So it's not, number one, it's not their fight, so I don't think they really care. Number two, is their money and their endorsement dollars they'll lose. Like, let's say, for instance, we're not saying Atlanta don't need them, but let's say he signed with Atlanta and a local company that advertises inside the stadium that pays for that little spot.
Like Mercedes-Benz, for instance.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz, like them. I don't think they would back out because the same stadium just opened it, but we could use that as an example. We use that as an example. Like, let's say,
plus that's a lot of money up front, nigga.
Yeah, it's a lot of money up front. They ain't gonna put that shit out there. Like, man, fuck it. Like, we ain't behind this shit, but we ain't about to fuck this shit over either. But let's say hypothetically, the owner of Mercedes-Benz, like his dad was like a World War II veteran or some shit, cause that's possible. And he really believed, he really loved this country. He thinks everybody's treated equally, even though he's sitting up on his, his high horse, he makes millions of dollars. And, saying he don't know how a regular person even lives or even like does grocery shopping. He's like, man, I don't want our brand connected to this player because of his stance. And his stance was police brutality, and the media spun it. The media spun it into, he desecrated the flag.
Non-patriotic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They ran with that shit.
Non-patriotic.
And he came out and said it wasn't.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, you could, no matter what you say, whatever your stance is, it's always going to come off as non-patriotic because that's just the way that they're going to spin it.
Yeah, man.
When it's the exact opposite of what patriotic means. Patriotic means standing up for what's right, standing up for, the everyman, for your fellow countrymen. And it's just funny how the media seems to forget that when, it doesn't go along with their agenda.
Exactly, man. It's all about what goes along with their agenda, dude. And then another thing that was kind of funny, going back to Charlottesville, and we'll get back to Cap in a second. I just thought about it. Was somebody took Fox News segments from the protests in Charlottesville, and then regular protests from like Black Lives Matters protests and like the like NFL protests with them kneeling. Dude, it is so glaring that they can't. There's no way they can even sugarcoat that they're pandering towards middle class whites, dude. Because they're just like for Charlottesville, during like the cast, they were like, these men feel like they're being displaced in this country. Like, let them speak their voice, and then, like, they'll show, like, the football players dealing, like, what do they have to kneel about? They're rich. What do they have to worry about? This is just crazy. They don't have to worry about being racially profiled. They're rich. This makes no sense.
That's the sentiment. Yeah. When they don't even know that outside of that football uniform, they could be walking down the street with their family and still get shot. That's how crazy it is.
We can like go on the streets right now, like go like the streets of like streets of New York and get like let's say like 10 of the most famous, like popular, like black NFL players right now. They couldn't name all 10.
Yeah.
Because the helmet on them, man. You can't name all 10.
Yeah. And then we got, cooning ass niggas.
You beat me to it. Go ahead.
Man, Tim Brown, man, like why? I don't understand, like, why are you speaking out against it, man? It's like, this is your people, man. Like, why would you, like, even if you don't agree with it, why are you saying anything?
No, CTE, dog. CTE, dog. Like, it's crazy because, and then, you saw how, like, 12 of the, Browns players kneeled?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, after Hugh Jackson said, my players better not do that. And it's like, man, nigga, like, we don't even respect you. You ain't even finna be here in 2 years, nigga.
Sure, like you say, and you can bet that. Ain't no way, holy hell, he gonna be here in 2 years, man. He gonna be gone. Especially with, he named Deshaun Kaiser the starter. Man, fuck. But, speaking of which, man, I was about to get on that topic, man. I'm glad you brought that up, dude. Another thing I'm glad about is this Kaepernick situation that's coming out, man. It's exposing coons. And I'm so glad this shit's happening, man. Because now we know who's with us and who's against us, dude. Like LaShawn McCoy coon. What's his name? The dude that played for the Bears now. He's a salsa nigga. Victor Cruz, he a coon.
Victor Cruz, yeah.
Ray Lewis.
Yep.
Hugh Jackson.
Yep.
Marvin Lewis.
Yep.
Did I say LaShawn McCoy? McCoy.
Yep. Tim
Brown.
Who else?
George Foreman.
Yep.
He came out and
he looked like a coon though.
No, he does look like a coon, dude.
He don't even have to say nothing. You can tell like he panhandle for money.
Yeah, he can tell you shut a job for a piece of change. And niggas do whatever for the shine. And I can't do the same. Yeah, if you crit, nigga.
Speak out against the niggas, I might buy a George Foreman grill.
Hell yeah, man. Like, Michael Vick, he cool and got him a job. He on Fox Sports now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was funny, man. I was watching the 5150 show.
Yeah.
And Corey Holcomb said that he honestly doesn't think that Michael Vick is intelligent to really understand what he was saying.
That could be true, man.
Cause when you think about it, I think they played a clip from like, I don't know, some reality show or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Mike and his wife, I think they're on it.
Oh yeah, I remember. She called him out too.
Yeah. And I think he actually said what he meant to say or what he was, and it's just it's so funny how quickly he forgot that he was in that situation. And also, he forgot that his situation and Cap's situation is not the same. Cap has a squeaky clean image, whereas, Michael Vick actually was prosecuted for doing something illegal. So
I still don't think she went to jail for that shit either, keeping it real.
I mean, I don't either, but, it's the simple fact that he went through the process and what he was, found guilty of doing is seen as, a crime. So.
Yeah.
In that moment, that's when their situations, that's where they differ. So it's just funny, man, how, all of a sudden when the situations change, how quickly people jump sides, man.
Yeah, man, that's all it is, man. If they dangle a check in front of your face, they were like, you know what? Yeah, that motherfucker Kaepernick fucking, he don't know what he's talking about, man. He all patriotic, man. Like, where my check at? Like, sign here and here. Sign your soul over here and sign your dignity over here. All right, man, cool. All right, man. It just people just willing to do whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just they would, of course, I've heard many different outlets talk about how players should just boycott playing, but it's just the simple fact that they won't get everybody on the same page because everybody's trying to make it.
Everybody's trying to make it, man. And you see how
everybody's trying to get a piece of that pie.
Just like Des Bryant said, man. Like Des Bryant said on Twitter, he's like, man, I love my people, but I gotta feed my family. I'm like, which one is it, man?
Yeah, your people are your family.
Yeah. I'm trying to feed my family, man. Like, man, get your cop ass out of here, man. But
yeah.
Like dudes that I guarantee you, it's all the dudes that wanna stand up for this cause, but all of them probably like fringe players and dudes that's barely gonna make the squad. So it's like, man, they'll probably get rid of me for kneeling. And if I had a kneel, maybe I would have made the squad. And they gotta think about that, man. That's how fucked up the NFL is, when they just have people just.
Yes, it is.
They have them just hanging on the thread, man. Like, dance, nigga. Like, if you don't dance, yeah, man. If you don't dance, nigga, we'll get somebody else to dance for us. And that's real. That's real talk. Somebody else will dance.
But the most beautiful thing though about this protest is now we're finally starting to see what we've been wanting to see, and that's white players that are actually taking a stand and kneeling.
Yeah.
That part of it makes this whole thing worth it.
Yeah.
Because it gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is a brotherhood, right? If you are so patriotic, if you are so, if you are so willing to be about this brotherhood stance, you will stand with your brother or kneel with your brother, however you want to put it, and you will suffer what they suffer.
Yeah.
So I think so far, with more and more white players kneeling, I think it's starting to become worth it. So it's looking to be like it's going to be something that might turn out for the best.
Yeah, man. Like, because Derek Carr stepped up, that tight end from the Browns, because he got a black wife, stood up.
She probably put the squeeze on that nigga anyway. He's like, look.
You want this JJ?
You want this black cookie?
Yeah. But what she said was very, very profound. She wrote an article in, I think it was a Players Tribune, not a Players Tribune, it was like the Grapevine or some shit, like some black website owned by white people, some bullshit like that. It's called the Grapevine or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she said that don't focus on a white man kneeling. Let's get back to the reason why Kaepernick kneeled in the first place. Yeah. Don't use the white dude as the savior and be like, oh, a white person kneeled, now we need to take action. Like, no, let's focus back on why Kaepernick kneeled in the first place. We still haven't gotten to that point, man. And they don't want to get to that point, man. They don't give a shit. They don't
want to address the issue.
They just wait all it's nothing but like it's an elephant in the room, and all owners just walking by, they stepping over the shit, stepping over the piss.
Yeah.
And somebody raking it in the corner as best they can, but the shit piling up so high, still in the room. And they got like nose clippers. They got nose clippers on their nose. And they just waiting for this shit to fucking evaporate. They just wait.
Yeah.
They just not gonna do shit about it, man. Because even the Sean Khan, the owner of the Jaguars, they fucking need a quarterback. They need a quarterback bad. Yeah, Blake Bortles and Chad Henne. And he was like, I mean, I'm willing to sign Kaepernick. Man, then he said, if my coaching staff sees fit to sign him, and you know who's there? It's Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin ain't going for that shit.
Nah,
Tom Coughlin ain't going for that jump, man.
I think he was a military man too.
Yeah, he's a military man. Cause I'm gonna keep it real, man. Kaepernick could come out tomorrow. And put out a workout tape, say I'm ready to go. The nigga already said at the end of the year when he was looking for a job, he said I will no longer kneel. I'm ready to go. He said I'm no longer gonna kneel. I'm ready to go. I've been working out. I'm in the best shape of my life ever since my shoulder injury. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I knew he won't get signed, man, from jump, man. They're not gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
And then LaShawn McCoy bitch ass talking about his distraction outweigh his performance. I'm like, motherfucker, there's at least 10 teams I can name that can use him, and they can possibly have an 8-8 season compared compared to like a 0-16 season, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, you think about the Jaguars, man, and they're choosing to stick with Blake Bortles. They gonna
that's
give
ain't
him
enough.
another shot.
That's ain't enough right there, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, man. The proof is in the pudding, dude.
The pudding, dude, man. So yeah, I think it's a done deal, man.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to get on, because I want to get on football.
Oh, hold on real quick.
What's up?
Have we introduced the show yet?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 30 minutes into this bitch, but there we go. Appreciate it, ST. It's been so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blank Canvas Podcast. We are a weekly podcast. That's right, bitch. We back. We're back weekly. Every Wednesday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite podcasting services. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Mac, and on YouTube. And you can also follow us on your favorite social media sites, Twitter at Blank Canvas ECST, and on Facebook as well at Blank Canvas ECST, on Instagram at the same handle, motherfuckers. I ain't repeating myself. All right, let's get back to our discussion. Dog, like, I want to get back on another thing that's kind of pissing me off is Ezekiel Elliott, dude.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, man. Like, if people don't know, Ezekiel Elliott has got suspended for 6 games this season because a female has accused him of domestic violence without really any proof.
Yeah.
And she's blackmailing him as well, dude. Like, the NFL wants to make an example out of Ezekiel Elliott because, number one, he's a name. He's a fresh name. And number two, they fucked up on domestic violence issues like 6 times, man. So they got to get it right. And they fucked up with Josh Brown, the kicker from the Giants, and they get him for 1 game. Of course, y'all know about Ray Rice, and y'all know about of course, y'all know about the black players, and know about the white players. The
Kraken.
defensive end, the Kraken. God damn, what's that nigga name? Shit.
He's out the league now, so he really don't matter.
He tried to do MMA for a while, got his ass beat, he stopped.
He actually got.
Yeah, he got his ass beat, dog. He's like, man.
I mean, everybody saw that.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Greg Hardy, man. Yeah, so yeah, those players, they all dropped the ball on those. So it's like, man, we can't go back. And then there's documentation that shows the lady texting her friend saying, say that he beat me when the cops come over. She's like, oh, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine, but just say that he beat me when the cops come over so we can go ahead and get him. And then she said she filmed them having sex. She said she's gonna release a sex tape if he didn't break bread. And then she also said that they're gonna believe me because I'm white and you're a black man. And I was like,
dang,
like, dude, like, it's okay to interracially date, man, but just know what you're fucking with. If you're a celebrity, man, you just know that's be in the back of their mind. And then this dumbass is gonna be this past weekend. He was on a yacht with some more white women.
Yeah. He ain't learned.
Dude. So
he hasn't learned.
He need to sit out these 6 games.
Yeah, he does.
Because
he gonna keep doing the same thing until he finally get caught up to a point where he gonna be so screwed he won't be able to make another penny in the NFL.
Exactly, because the NFL already said, like, after this he's banned from the NFL if he messes up again.
Yeah. Yeah,
because they didn't even suspend him for the incident at St. Patrick's Day, the St. Patrick's Day party he did where he dropped that girl's top off. Just pretty much like flashed everybody, and she was kind of just like, stop, because you got money, it's okay. It's like some dudes like, man, okay, all right, y'all. I don't want y'all to be like, man, EC so pro-black, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even like, touch anybody outside his race. He just hates everybody. I don't hate everybody, all right? But I'm gonna just keep this shit real. When you're dating outside your race, man, the thing about us compared to other races is we see ourselves as becoming more equal with them when we lay up with them, not knowing that whites still can practice their beliefs and think they're superior over them as long as they get pleasure. And this goes back to something I've learned that I figured out like a month ago, dude. Have you ever heard of something called the Queen of Spades?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know about it?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, so if people don't know what the Queen of Spades are, the Queen of Spades are white women that only mess with black men because of the package. But but the way to identify a woman that's a Queen of Spades is she'll have a Queen of Spades tattoo that's visible on her to let her know that they're open for business, because that's the only kind of men they want to get with. But it's just certain kind of it's just you gotta know who's in your circle, man. Especially like if I was a celebrity and if I was an athlete, dude, it'd be so hard for me to have anybody around me, man, that wasn't there from the beginning.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it'd be tough, dude.
and even then you gotta watch them people.
Cause they change, especially if you don't break them off. Cause all they can do is just Google how much you make.
Yeah.
Right now we can see the NFL contract that anybody would want to see as long as they know their name. We can get that whole fucking breakdown how much they make a year. So bitches know how much you're making, man. It's just so hard that, you know, people coming at you, you know what I'm saying, they kiss you, talking about, yeah, you the man, and you feeling yourself, you're like, yeah, I am the man.
Yeah. And
then you kind of just let your guard down, and you think they're just down for you, and then it just, if you don't give them what they want, they just turn sideways on you, man.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna have to learn. I don't think he'll get to the point where he'll be banned. This would be like one of the greatest of all time, not finishing his career, because he could have a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, he could.
He could.
He showed flashes of that last year.
Yeah, man. He's a beast.
There he is.
He's a beast, man. Just when you're the man, and especially being in Dallas and being a Cowboy, and the Cowboys are back.
Oh yeah.
That's not helping him out at all.
Yeah, the microscope is on you 24/7.
Yeah, dude. That's not good at all. But I hope he learned his lesson. I doubt it. He's young. But I doubt he learned. That's the sad part about it. But what you think about some people saying that they're going to boycott the NFL? And I ain't gonna lie, when people said that, I kind of had to turn my mouth sideways, like, nigga,
and laugh, because I mean, they might boycott for like maybe 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
But let them get around their coworkers and friends and everybody's talking about how exciting that last play in the fourth quarter was, or in overtime. They'll be right back to watching it.
Yeah,
like,
see it on Twitter.
The NFL is king, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Keep it funky. Like, stop playing. You know and you know, some of those people who say that might be tuning in from week 1. So.
Like, hey, say, I'm gonna boycott the NFL. Just say it.
I'm gonna boycott the NFL.
Hey, Steve, what's that in the background? Oh man, nothing, man. I'm playing Madden. It was like, hey, on Monday Night Football. I'm like, nigga, you watch the game. I thought we were boycotting. I mean, I can't do it, man. My team on. Like, motherfucker just lying, man. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because like our boys are like huge Raiders fans, and we asked them, we're like, man, y'all gonna go ahead and boycott? It's like, hell no, man, our team finally got good.
We waited this long.
No, we waited like 15 years, and we ain't gonna boycott this shit now. F-cap, like, dude, like the NFL knows if they just don't say anything, this shit's gonna go away.
Yeah, probably
it's gonna go away, dog.
Unless like, you know, more and more people start kneeling.
Yeah, that's the thing. More people are kneeling, but it has to be to the point where,
it's noticeable.
Yeah, people go for a cause for so long, then we move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
like, people motherfuckers gonna have to be kneeling pretty much. People have to be kneeling always
at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
People we still doing this. Like, they're going to still be kneeling at the Super Bowl, dude. And I don't see that happen. I don't see anybody kneeling at the Super Bowl, dog. They be just too happy to be there.
It would be unprecedented, though.
It would be.
If they knelt, and won, too, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. And then, Neil getting the trophy. And then instead of talking about winning, talking about, man, we still fighting for social justice for black people. Like, on that big old stage when, millions and millions of people are watching.
Not just black people, you know, all minorities.
All minorities, dude. Yeah, dude. That's the thing, man. People just think it's just black, man. Mexicans getting it too. Everybody getting it, man.
They probably on a level lower than us as far as how bad it is.
Yes, it's bad, man.
Like it's starting to get really rough for them too.
Yeah, dude. Everybody, like Trump, literally is giving people the green light, man. To give people the green light. It's
like blatantly.
Yeah, dude. It's sick.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm really hoping that everything that's happening right now will allow us to get, somebody else in office, because I don't think in the history of, America, I don't think we've ever had a president that creates this much division amongst the people. Not this much division.
No, it's definitely been a while. And also, yeah, shout out to J.R. Smith, man, for calling out, he's calling out all the Uncle Tom athletes, man, in the media. He said, people say the junk in the media, won't say it to your face. They're all like, hey, brother, how you doing? That kind of shit. Man, shout out to him. But let's go ahead and get on this shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. Since we've been off the air, man, the NBA has been hot. It's been on fire, dude.
Yes.
It's been on fire, man. So
even in the off season.
Even in the off season, man. So what you think about that Kyrie trade? What you think about hearing about Kyrie wanting out in the first place, man? What you think?
Was
you surprised?
Yeah. Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
I say yes because, nigga, this is a guaranteed ticket to the finals.
What more do you want? Because I hate Charles Barkley. He's a fucking coon. But he made sense. He was like, man, the point of playing, it's stupid. What the point of playing is to get there. It's not to be your own man to get there. That's stupid as shit.
Yeah. And, it's because when he was by himself, he was barely winning 30 games a year.
He didn't make the playoffs by himself.
So, what makes you think that if you leave again, that you're going to do the same thing?
Just because.
I think maybe in 2 or 3 years, Boston might be, pretty straight. But as for right now, why did he just wait till LeBron left?
No.
That would have made more sense.
That made way more sense, man.
But it's not surprising though, because, you think about it, LeBron is LeBron.
Yep.
And just how much LeBron needs as far as attention. He's so passive aggressive.
Yeah, man. It's so feminine, man. It's ridiculous.
and I can understand him not wanting to be around that.
Yeah.
For another year or so. I get it. But
I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Yeah, I'd have to, endure whatever pain LeBron brings just so I can get another crack at a ring. Cause, let's be honest.
He was the reason they won.
Yeah.
He made the shot.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to forget he made that shot. Nobody's going to forget ever that. Nobody's going to be like, LeBron running down Andre Iguodala blocking him was the reason they won. Kyrie making that shot in front of Stephen Curry was the reason they won that championship.
Yes, it is.
Period.
But the thing is, Kyrie leaving, I don't think he'll ever play with another superstar that's going to get him there.
Nope. Ain't going to be no fucking Gordon Howard.
Yeah, I'm about to say he ain't going to do it with Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. But speaking about the trade, man, I think Cleveland is trying to ask the Celtics for more assets because of, Isaiah Thomas's hip.
Yeah, man. And the reason why I think they're not going to veto the deals, because from reports from what I heard from Chris Broussard, they said Isaiah is pissed off that he was part of the trade to begin with.
Yeah.
Because he thought he gave his heart and soul to that team. And he played.
Yeah,
when his sister was died, he still played. I would have been like, man, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out, man.
Man. I don't know, man. Who knows, man? If they do veto the trade, then you gotta think about what is it gonna be like in Cleveland with, Kyrie and LeBron. Like I'm pretty sure they'll be professional and, still be able to, I don't know, can they still coexist after all of this?
Nah, man. What I heard, for what I heard, man. Like another thing, real quick, we'll get back to that when they coexist. But Kyrie need to understand that he's not Kobe, because Kobe says
Yeah.
he idolizes Kobe and he wants to do what Kobe did, which is do it himself, and Kobe, he's the man. No, you're not Kobe, man.
Yeah.
You're not Kobe. Kobe played defense. First of all,
Yeah.
compared to you, because his defense is, like, if you compare Kyrie's defense to Kobe's defense, it's like night and day, dude. It's nowhere even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Another thing, man, is just like
I think he can play defense. He does it.
he does it. Like, he does it, man. It's fucking crazy, but man, he just letting him looking up to Kobe fuck up his view on things, man. He's gonna regret this shit. I'm sorry, he's gonna regret it.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna regret it. Cause like even the Cavs players, some unnamed Cavs players were like, man, we hope that the trade gets vetoed because we want him back. We want to try to make this work. And that's probably nothing but like J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, and like Tristan Thompson. That's probably who it was.
Probably so.
Yeah, probably, man. Go
The
ahead.
niggas who know their career is over if that nigga leave.
Yeah, exactly, man. Cause I'm not gonna lie, man, with what Cleveland got from Boston,
That's a pretty good deal.
no, it's a good deal, man. They're gonna go back to the finals and they're gonna get beat again. But it might make it, cause they're deeper now, but they're still gonna get beat.
Yeah. I felt like after this trade though, they were gonna make some more moves because you know good and well they not finna pay Isaiah. They was gonna use him in that number 1 pick again to ship that off to something else for more pieces.
You think so?
Yeah, cause LeBron ain't trying to play with no high schooler, basically.
But they say that kid, like, what people are saying is LeBron's gone after this year, which I don't understand why he would leave. But if he comes to the Lakers, I'll take him. But I don't understand why he coming to the West. It's gonna just be like, okay, you make the Western Conference Finals and you're gonna lose. But
that's a bigger fail than losing in the finals.
Yeah, but I think that he's trying to transition over to his media side, becoming more of a mogul and trying to do all these shows and shit in LA, and we're not gonna say no to that nigga. And I'm gonna be real, it's probably gonna be him and Paul George that we get, but I'd rather have, if there's any way that we could like possibly get all three and get Westbrook and like just tell like a couple of them to take pay cuts, man, that shit we would destroy the Warriors if we had that squad.
It depends on Lonzo.
Exactly. Lonzo got a ball.
If Lonzo is real, they're not gonna look at Westbrook.
Yeah,
because Westbrook is gonna dominate the ball like I'm waiting to see what the Thunder look like this year too.
Yeah, with Paul George. I hope they suck, dude. I hope it's just so toxic between Paul George and Russell Westbrook. It comes to the point to talk to each other. Please. Yeah. I want him to stay, man. I don't want him to stay.
Yeah.
I don't want him to stay. Oh man.
Yeah, if they bought in Westbrook, that would just be a bad situation all around.
Dude, we need. It's almost gonna be like we're gonna need a super squad to go up against that super squad, man. Because oh yeah, do you know that the Cavaliers called the Warriors and they were doing a 1-for-1 swap for Klay Thompson for Kyrie? They said hell no.
Wow. That would have been. That probably would have been a bad look for them though, because if you get rid of Klay, that's you getting rid of a good two-way player.
Dog, I think Klay coming to LA, so we can have
I think so too.
Klay coming to LA, so what we gonna do? Because his contract is up in 19. So if LeBron's there, PG-13's there, and then Klay, and then like a groomed up Ingram and Lonzo for 2 more years, nigga. I sound like a dinosaur off of Jurassic Park, dude. Like, it's crazy how people talking shit like, Laker fans talking about, man, if LeBron signs up next year, I'm not gonna be happy. I'm like, shut your ass up. You be talking in the street. And come on now.
You'd be the first one buying a LeBron James Laker jersey.
Shit. I don't even buy jerseys, but I'll be like, man, I'm happy he's here. We've been so garbage for so long. You know what I'm saying? It is time, ST. It is time. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, I can't wait. Cause it's gonna be, we'll get 2 good years. We get 3 good years of his prime because he take care of himself. And after that, the team will have to carry him, dog. So what I'm hoping for this year, for when I watch the Lakers play, I'm watching how the dynamic of Ingram growing up and being a man, because they said they want him to be an all-star this year, and they said they want him to be scoring at least averaging 25, 30 points a game. And I want to see Lonzo just fucking just dish, man, son. That's all I want to see this year. I don't even care about the playoffs. I just want to just see those two develop. So LeBron can be like, I can work with this. Cause LeBron, you have LeBron in any squad, he'll make him increasingly better instantly, dude.
Yeah.
So the future is definitely bright, man. We got rid of Buss. We got rid of Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak right at the right time. We brought in Magic at the right time. It's looking good for LA. But I think the Cavaliers, give it to the Cavaliers, man, have a chance to. This is a scenario where I can see the Cavaliers beating the Warriors. If there was a way for Carmelo to get on the squad where when Carmelo gets bought out, which he will get bought out, where the trade between Houston and the New York Knicks just falls through, and they're like, okay, dude, we're gonna buy you out, because they said Carmelo said if he gets bought out, he'll consider going to the Cavaliers. He'll do a 1-year deal for them, and they can sign for the veteran minimum or the mid-level exception. And then Dwayne Wade is good. They already said they're buying his ass out too, but Dwayne Wade, they would have to pretty much just not play him until the playoffs for him to really be useful, because he pretty much done. Yeah. Yeah, man. So he played the whole season, then going to the finals like Dwayne Wade, like a regular dude now. But if they just rest him, then they may have some. They have a complete squad with Isaiah, Carmelo, Dwayne Wade called the bench, and they got Derrick Rose. If he can stay healthy, which you probably won't, they would have a chance if they were able to get Melo. I think they have a better chance if they got Melo on their squad. But Melo wasn't on Houston so bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Melo is not going to be effective unless he starts shooting threes again.
Yeah, let's see who has Melo.
Yeah, he pretty much, man. They need that USA Melo.
Yeah, dude. They need that one bad, dude. They need to not focus on Lala Melo.
I bet that's hard to do, Dave.
Yeah, man. Now she all thirst trapping on Instagram.
Yeah.
Y'all like liking the pictures. Like, you had it. Like, what? Like, you had it there. What's the problem, dog?
Yeah.
Like, that's a crazy thing, man. You have a somewhat fine wife, and cause I don't think she's all that. To be honest, Lala's okay. She's
okay.
Yeah, she's alright. But you have somebody that looks that good, you still gonna cheat on your wife, man. It just shows you can be the finest thing in the world, and dude, they still gonna cheat, man. If it's available, people gonna cheat, dude.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you got money.
Yeah, that's the thing. And why is it always strippers, ST? Why is it always strippers, dog?
Cause I don't know. I guess I guess we have that perception that just because a woman is a stripper, just because she takes her clothes off and dances for a living, that makes her easier to conquer than a regular woman who isn't in that lifestyle. I don't know. That's a stupid stigma that we should let go, because every woman that strips isn't like that. But it's just the mindset. When you got money like that, and you think of yourself as higher than the average person, then that's just how it works. It just turns out that way.
Yeah, man. Strippers are winning, man. It's
millennial,
they winning. Carly B, Amber Rose, Lopez twins. If y'all heard of Lopez twins, do yourself a favor, fellas, and Google them. Those are bad bitches. That's a bad bitches, dude. I ain't gonna even lie. The Gomez twins are fine, dude. I don't know, man. Y'all thank me later on that one. But
I was about to say about Cardi B though. Yeah. One thing about Cardi B, she putting in work though.
She is. I will give her that, man.
Like she's actually working for her. So that's one thing I give her credit for.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that, man. It's not like even if somebody wrote that song for her, she is grinding.
Yeah. Yeah, she ain't sucking niggas up just to get to the top.
If I wanted to. How much for this verse? Shh, be quiet. All right, and then let's go ahead and get to, man, the show of all shows, man. What'd you think about the finale of Game of Thrones?
I was pleasantly surprised. And
About what? Hey, y'all, it's spoilers. So if you haven't caught up, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You've had time. It's Wednesday. You've had at least 3 days to watch it. So fuck it. All right, go ahead.
I was pleasantly surprised at how much Connor was, how he pretty much kept up for the first 6 rounds. And then, all of a sudden you start to see him break down. But I thought it was interesting that they pretty much played off the fact that he never really lasted longer than 25 minutes. So, for Mayweather to say, yeah, I, pretty much haven't trained as hard as I normally do because of this fact, because I know that this man can't go, longer than 25 minutes. So, it was good, just him being, McGregor being a striker, he looked well. Like he looked like he, knew what he was doing.
He was doing some MMA moves at one point. He was like doing hammer fist on the back of his head.
He kept smacking him with the hammer fist.
Yeah, he kept doing
I was like, how is he? Like, I'm hoping the ref don't, throw it out. But
call the fight because this motherfucker's like, it's reflexes, man. He wasn't doing it on purpose. It's reflexes, man.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny. I was telling somebody that that earlier that day. I was like, man, don't be surprised if something don't switch in Connor and he started doing MMA moves, because that's just the arena that he's used to.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, he been doing that always. What's crazy about the Conor McGregor story? He was on welfare 4 years ago. Now he made $100 million that Saturday night, man.
Yeah, I mean,
he made $100 million, dog.
The American dream, man.
It can change in a year, man.
Yeah,
it can change in a year, dude. You gotta believe. You gotta stay grinding, man.
Yeah,
you gotta stay grinding. But that fight was way more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Yes, it was.
Cause remember when we was in the group chat before the fight, I was like, man, Floyd gonna do what Floyd does. He gonna pretty much dance. He gonna play defense and win by decision. He stood toe to toe. He surprised me.
He did.
He surprised the hell out of me. He went at him, dog. So much respect to Floyd. He gave people what he wanted, so that could be everybody's lasting image of him because he's gonna retire. That was a really smart move. And he knew that McGregor didn't have a chance to begin with, man. But it was a very entertaining fight.
Yes, it was.
It was very entertaining, man. But McGregor go back to UFC, and so we can go ahead and get to this real boxing with Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, man. Next month, man. Like, Canelo is gonna get his ass beat, dog.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
He's gonna get his ass beat, man. If y'all enjoy the Mayweather fight, man, if y'all want to see the real boxer, watch Triple G fight. Watch some of his highlights. That motherfucker knocks people out. He's a knockout artist, man.
Yes,
he got power punches, man. That's why Floyd getting out now. Because if Floyd fought now against Triple G will destroy him.
Yeah.
Triple G would get him now because Floyd he's too old. I think even Floyd his prime versus Triple G would have been a great fight. Oh, that would have been a great fight, man. But we'll never be able to see that one because there ain't no way hell Floyd getting in the ring with his ass. That motherfucker's a monster.
Yeah, he knows better.
Yeah, I don't care. Floyd didn't care. Like, man, Floyd, we give you $1 billion. He'd be like, man, I don't want to be 50-1, man. Like, no.
I don't know. I think I might do it for $1 billion.
And then just take the L?
Because, I mean,
his whole legacy is about being undefeated.
That's true, but what's a legacy when you got $1 billion in the bank?
That is true, man. He already made his money. And then he could be like, I'm 40, he could use the old man angle. He really could.
Yeah, because, I mean, think about it. Like, if all your people getting shot up, you can't move people out of the streets on a legacy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I would take it. I would know, like, I would try my best. But he's just like Triple G younger, man. That motherfucker hungry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is.
That motherfucker hungry, man. He was,
Man, he would salivate at the chance to fight Floyd.
It be like right when Floyd signed the contract, he just like faints from excitement. He like, like it's because everybody that fights against Floyd gets paid.
Yeah.
Everybody gets like it's like
they get their biggest payday.
It's their biggest payday fighting Floyd. That's like the thing he says in all his press conferences. Like, man, this is your biggest payday ever, and it's true.
Yeah. He said, you know, in one fight, he tripled his net worth. I was like, hey, that's the way to do it.
Way to do it, man. So you can't hate, man. Like, another thing, man, like, McGregor is another example of the American dream, man. You just believe in yourself, be cocky, but can back it up because you put in the time and the work, because he did put in time and the work. And I'm surprised he lasts that long, man. I'm surprised. But then get into one of our favorite shows, Game of Thrones, man. What you think about the season finale of Game of Thrones?
It left me excited, man.
Dude,
I wish that there was another episode coming on next week.
Man, like, all right, y'all, spoilers, man. I'm so glad Littlefinger got it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so glad, dog. I'm so glad Littlefinger finally got it. They should have been dead a long time ago. I'm so glad Littlefinger finally dead, man. I'm happy about that. The dynamic between Jon Snow and Daenerys is about to be fucked up because she's his aunt.
Yeah.
And he's the real rightful owner to the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
But the thing about Jon Snow is he's gonna be like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
He don't want to be king. Yeah. But they might go ahead and write something in there where he actually may want to be the king. But that whole episode was crazy, man, when Cersei saw the White Walker and she was like, if you bend the knee to me, I'll go ahead and fight, 'cause this is ridiculous. And he's like, no, I ain't gonna bend the knee. And then Daenerys is like, I respect what you did, but my dragon died for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, lie.
Yeah.
And then Cersei coming back out talking about we will fight for you and then lied about it. Oh, like, that's such a Cersei move. I love that.
It is.
I love that bitch, man.
Yeah. I mean, and she had a point. She was like, well, you know, if dragons can't stop them and the Dothraki can't stop them, then what makes you think that we can stop them?
Exactly.
But at the same time, though, it's kind of I guess if Euron really is going to get that the soldiers from the Iron Bank, if he's really going to get them, then yeah, I probably wouldn't have did that junk either. But I thought Jaime was gonna die.
I thought Jaime was dead, dog.
Yeah.
He like jumped too.
Yeah. He's like, bitch, you serious?
Bitch, you get it.
Yeah. I thought it was a wrap for Jaime. I was like, dang, for real. Don't tell me Jaime dies here.
Yeah, man, because I text on my on our Twitter feed at Blank Kevin ECST. I text what in big capital letters when it was at the point where she was like, man, give the order, and all her was sheik. I was like, this nigga about to die right now? Like, like, dog. Like, after they done like pretty much like fuck like 1,000 times, and even who said who said that she was gonna be the death of him? I forgot who said that.
Lady,
the one that died.
Tyrell.
Yeah. She was like, was she taking the poison?
She said she's gonna be the death of you. And I was like, yeah, and she was right, man. She probably gonna end up being the death of him. Yep. Here's a crazy thought that I had, man.
Yeah.
What if it turns out that Cersei isn't pregnant by Jaime, but by Euron, and Jaime finds out?
Oh,
nigga.
Nigga. That shit would be insane, dog.
Nigga, because you already know that he wants to marry Cersei.
Yep.
And I felt like at first, you know, maybe it could turn out how, you know, Euron did all of this stuff for Cersei, and then maybe she betrayed him because she knows that, you know, Greyjoys betray people. But then I thought about it, because, you know, all the remarks that he was making with Jaime, you know, in sight, you know, of course, him being a better man because he had two hands, you know, him being a younger man, all of that. Yep. So I figured it's possible that they could have been, shacking up all along, and Jamie didn't even know about it. So I don't know. I feel like that jump would be crazy if it go down like that.
Yeah, man. That's insane, man. Another thing that's like kind of fucking with me is like the dynamic of what Cersei going to be doing
Yeah,
while everybody else is fighting the White Walkers.
yeah,
Like, is she gonna pretty much like take over everything, and then she gonna be sitting there? I don't know
yeah.
I don't know how the fight gonna go, man. Are they gonna like kill all the White Walkers and they're gonna come back and they're gonna fight her? And
Yeah.
it's
Well, I mean, Daenerys said that, as soon as she tries to march north, Cersei's gonna come up and, seize everything.
exactly because a homeboy
So,
going to get the mercenaries as
yeah,
they speak.
yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna play out crazy. I know that for sure.
Another thing that was surprising is that Tyrion didn't die
Yeah,
when he went to go talk to Cersei. I thought he was
yeah.
dead. I was like, how you gonna kill
I
my
thought he
favorite
was
character?
dead too.
I thought he was
Yeah,
dead, dog.
yeah.
Oh man, that episode was so well written, man.
It was.
And they were only like in one spot. They stayed in the city. That was it.
Yeah,
It shows
yeah,
how good the writing is, man. And it's just the payoff. Like I kept on saying in our group chat, man, the payoff for this show was so worth it. And the show ain't even over yet.
yeah.
If you were there from the beginning, man, you're just in awe of how great this show is. Everything just pretty much just all like everything that you were worried about, all that's getting closed. Everybody that got betrayed, things that people that were fighting each other, all that, everything's all the chapters are getting closed, getting ready for this big war against the undead.
Yep. And the reasons why, people were fighting each other, that problem has been eradicated.
Exactly.
So, I don't know, man. Everything is coming to a head next season. Like you said, we gotta wait 2 years. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be, that's gonna be agony, dude.
Man, that's gonna suck. But at least we got shows like Insecure and Ray Donovan. You need to get on that shit. Insecure is a good show.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
That's a very, very good show, man. And the thing about it is, man, it's not a lot of cooning going on. It's showing black people in positive light, and it is showing like Issa Rae has been grinding for years because she started on YouTube, and now she made it all the way to HBO, man. But
I heard that.
Yeah, and she had like her own book. She wrote a book called The Adventures of an Awkward Black Girl and all that. Man, she's grinded, man. Cause I remember I was Instagram stalking her. And I was like, man, like how long she been doing this, man? I went all the way back to 2012 and they showed her like just in her room writing a script for YouTube. And I was like, wow, look how far she's come.
That's what happens when you get a plan of action and you stick to it. You don't get discouraged by little speed bumps that are in the road.
Yep.
You stick to your plan, stick to your guns. Don't let anybody, deter you from your goal. Don't tell everybody about what goals you have in mind.
Yeah, you can't do that shit.
Yeah. Like, move in silence, man. Like, move in silence. Stay, be determined to finish whatever it is that you set out to do. Then, you can be like, people like that. You can be a billionaire. You can be, you can be well off. You can
be successful, man.
You gotta strap up and do it. That's the thing, man.
Can't talk
strap
about
up and do it.
Strap up and do it, man. That's all you can do, man. But that show's good. Ray Donovan's good. A show I thought was good, but kind of fell off. Snowfall. It was about the beginning of the crack epidemic in LA. It started off good, then it kind of fell off. But that's a show I would give that show a shot, but I couldn't anymore because some of the characters, some of their side stories were it's just so fucking dull.
Okay.
So, because like one part of it is they're following a CIA agent that's pretty much that's funding the crack epidemic in the black community. He's trying to figure out how to start that, which is fucked up. Then they have like a black dude that's like kind of like a hustler in his neighborhood. He's the main character, and he got into it. He's selling crack, Now he's trying to make money and hustle. That's all he's trying to do. He almost died like 3 times already. And then there's another like the Mexicans. And there's one like luchador wrestler that's retired, and now he's trying to get into the game. And he's like a dynamic between him and this girl and this other guy that he's like she's in love with. Now she falling for him and some other shit. But it's all right. It's okay, man. It has such a good premise that John Singletary is the executive producer of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and it started off so well. But if you can get past the barbecue. This one I left the barbecue episode where it was just a barbecue in the front house, and they were just like it was a filler episode, and I was just like, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. But it'll get you hooked. The first 3 episodes get you hooked because like he hustling, he making the money, he got him a new like motorcycle, got paper money in his pocket, and then somebody else tries to infiltrate his turf and knock his ass out and take all his shit. Listen to A Lovely Day, like when he gets his ass beat, like that song playing in the background. Lovely Day, he on the ground like like right when he like hop on his bike, the first part of the song come on like when I wake up in the morning light, he's like, what up nigga? You know what set you with? You know who we talking about? And like just knock him out. But the dudes that set him up get it back because like they didn't hire a dude, but they got some muscle, and the dude ended up being gay. And he's like, where the money at? And he took him in the back and raped him, and then they found the money, and then he took the money for himself. Then they had to find him. The dude was a nigga, bought a car with half the money, so they had to send that car to a chop shop and kill that nigga. So it's a good show. It's just that barbecue episode fucked it up for me, man. It's a really good show. I would definitely give it a shot, man. If you look for something new, I would definitely give Snowfall a shot. It's on FX. Okay. But yeah, shit, man. You got anything else, man?
No, I think we pretty much caught up about, pretty much with everything that's been happening since.
Yeah, so we went over Charlottesville, 45, the Coons, Kapernick, NBA trades, Game of Thrones, everything that's going on. People in Houston, we praying for y'all. Yeah, man, so we pretty much caught up.
Yeah, seemed like a regular show.
Yeah, baby. So go ahead and ST send it, bitch. How?
Yeah, like always, man. We thank y'all. We love y'all for being patient with us, man. We just want to let y'all know that we back for real this time.
For real.
For real. Be sure to hit us up on all our social media. Be sure to check us out, rate us, let us know what you think about the show, what you like, what you don't like, all that. Also be sure to, continue to look out for stuff that we got coming down the pipeline. We're going to be hitting y'all up with some, some good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it, man. I think, it's good to see that we back on track.
That's good, man.
Yeah, all the time, yo.
All the time, man. So,
all right, y'all. Episode number 57. It's good to be back, man.
Yeah. I run the waves. Too busy making my own waves, baby. I run the waves. Too busy making my own waves, baby. Remember,
I gotta go calibrate this Fire Stick to get ready for NFL Red Zone for this NFL season.
Oh, you too? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Ain't get my phone on the 5. Fuck y'all niggas. I just love y'all, man.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Blank Canvas Podcast. We'll see you next week.